Hey guys, Kev here, and you probably saw this coming, but we got a nice rapid review session to do for you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like I have 7 knives to show you, and we can kind of work our way through. So these are all sort of mid-rangey knives. So let's talk about it. The first one's from Tuya. This is the Voodoo. So I don't know if you guys saw, but I did a disassembly on this and put skiffs in it. And yeah, it's a pretty slick knife. I mean, look at the action on this thing. Just drops like it's hot. Has a finger choil. It actually works left-handed really, really well. Has an interesting handle design. It's sort of sway back-ish, right? It kind of has like small knife feels, but then actually isn't that small. If we grab, I don't have the measuring tape here, but if we grab the ruler here, we're looking at where are we at? 3.3 on the blade, and then you're looking at 4.75 on the handle. So I mean, it is not a tiny knife, close to 8 inches or whatever, so she said. This one has a little grab, but it's not bad. That would wear in, I think, no problem. It drops like it's hot, and that's with no play at all, no rock, nothing like that. There is a good bit of pivot lash in there. It's just basically the pivot hole is a little bigger than the blade, or the other way around, sorry. The blade hole is a little bigger than the pivot, so there's a little bit of room in there. I think, you know, most people don't give a shit about that. They're going to be happy that it's swinging down like this. But that is the way that companies are getting action to be this good. And usually skiffs helps, and I put skiffs in here, and it did help quite a bit. It's not as bad now. But definitely an interesting knife. I don't know if it's really my style, but it's a mean-looking guy. It could be a good user for somebody. I think it's relatively affordable, so, you know, it might be a good way for somebody to get in on a Freeman Knives design, because that's who designed it. And you can pick this up over at TuyaKnivesUS.com. I'll link that down below. I do have a discount code that I think saves you 5% or $5. I'm not positive, but you could try the code LeftyEDC. I'll link, I'll put it all in the description though, if you want. The hole is rather large, but if you're just like putting your finger in there, resting it and firing it, it has enough room to escape. It's just if you kind of shove it through, you're going to struggle, but yeah, it works. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Interesting construction as well. These 2 screws go through and into the body on this side, so you don't have any screws over here. I do wish it was reversed. I wish the screws were here and went into this side and kept this whole side clean. Would have been sick. But maybe there was a construction reason you couldn't. But anyway, you can see the action on this. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's going to go into the pass-around group. Curious to hear what the guys think about it. Sick belt satin, orange peel finish with a bronze anno on there. S90V steel, just really good. I think it's like $199 too. So cool. Maybe it was $250. I can't remember. That's the Voodoo. Let's just grab it. Next one is a Kaiser. So Kaiser released their new products on the 31st of January. I don't know if that's happened yet, but you know, I did a video on these already, sort of unboxing them. But this is the Sub3 OBK, and this is a cool knife. It's got crossbar lock, clutch lock. It's set up on their strongest setting, I think, with their normal springs. They're not shipping the strong springs anymore, I don't think. It's got this drop point blade. I've said before, it gives me sort of Benchmade-y vibes. Not in a clone way, just in a that's what it reminds me of way. Comfortable grip. I think this is a really good user knife. I think this would be a great user knife for people. Black aluminum scales is cool, are cool. It has one fatal flaw for me. It does not have a reversible clip. It's almost for me like a how dare you moment. You're going to give me an ambi crossbar lock that I like and then just not give me the clip. Just like, God damn it, Kaiser. I don't know why that is. I like the clip. It's cool. It would have been nice if it was reversible. It just would have needed one more screw, right? You know? But it is, you know, pretty cool. Smaller size knife. I'm guessing it's called the Sub3 OBK because it's going to have a just at 3-inch blade, maybe sub 3-inch, I don't know. And then the handle's right at like 4 1/4. So this is a cool one from Kaiser. Check it out. The next one here is a really cool one that I've enjoyed the shit out of, and that is the new VTI Nightshade. Or I don't even know if it's new. I think they're just bringing it back. You hear the ting on this thing, though? Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it. This one's in JG10 and titanium bolster. And then it has I'm pretty sure it's a steel lock bar. Yep. Steel lock bar, which is fine for me because then you don't have lock stick issues or have to worry about thickness for a insert. But look at the action on this thing. The detent could be a touch stronger, but it's fine. It has the pear-shaped hole, and it is excellent left-handed. Excellent. But, again, no reversible clip. I don't know what's going on here. That's two knives that are so easy to use left-handed, basically ambidextrous, and we don't get the reversible clip. Shame. I really like this. I wish they would do some carbon fiber or something different. They do a lot of brass and copper and shit on these, and I just hate the weight and the feel and the smell and all that shit. So I asked for titanium. I didn't realize they only had jade, but you could dye it. That's really the only thing I don't like about this knife is the clip thing and the jade. Other than that, this thing is a banger, guys. It's so good. The Nightshade is VTI's just like, to me, it's their flagship. It's such a good model. Great action. Just, you know, I didn't mess with this at all. I mean, look at that. You get it. It's freaking sweet. It's a really good ergonomic knife. It's a really good cutter. It's a Schillen cutter. That's the style. Nice thin stock. It's got a bead blast, kind of like a stonewash bead blast. Works for me. It hasn't rusted or anything. This is in LMAX. Oh, shit. It's in LMAX, too, which is a great steel. Good to see them doing LMAX. Nice. Yeah, this is just a sweet knife. I do think that this guy is probably... Are we creeping on price on this? Let's look it up. You know, I did all this research for this video. I just can't remember it. That's all. Let's see. Oh, wait. No, come back. It's right there. Nightshade. No, Nightshade. Thank you. So I will link all of these knives down below. So just go down there, click the link, help your brother out. So yeah, we're talking about $135, but you got LMAX, titanium, jade. I do think maybe they should have done a mill clip on this. I think a nice mill clip would have looked good. And then I might not bitch about the reversibility. But having this budget clip, it should be reversible. Just give me a filler tab and reverse that bitch. Or give me an extra clip, like a lefty side clip. Looks like they have US and for non-US. But it's in stock for US right now. So I think the price is right. And yeah, I mean, just you can see. You can see how good that is. The next one here is another Kaiser. This one is the button lock Sheepdog in brass. Is it bronze or brass? I think it's brass. And this is another one dropping on the 31st of January. And not my style at all in the sense that it's heavy and all that shit. But I gotta say, aesthetically, this is one of the first brass bronze knives that caught my eye. I mean, that all stonewash look does look really, really good to me. And they did a great job with the button lock. It seems like companies are getting better at it. They're strengthening those springs a bit, which has to be helping lockup and D10. I did test these, I think, in that unboxing. Whacked them a few times. Had no issues. So that's good. And this knife is fine to flick. But once you thumb flick it, it can be a pain because you'll smack this corner right here. It's just an odd design choice that they left it that way on this. But maybe it's something I just never noticed on the Sheepdog. I don't know. Interesting clip. And look at that. It is reversible. Why doesn't it have a stonewash filler tab? I don't know. Sure, I'm now complaining that it has the reversible clip, but not a filler tab. But, I mean, come on. That looks terrible, right? But other than that, nice. It's a Sheepdog, comfortable in the hand, all that good stuff. If you guys like this aesthetic, then this is the one for you. They have a million options. Again, linked down below. The next one is from CMB Knives. So, this is one they sent in to me, and it's another button lock. You know, I'm getting a little sick of button locks. And honestly, I'm getting sick of crossbar locks too. It's just like everything is a crossbar lock and a button lock these days. But hey, what are you going to do? This seems to be a budget model from them. It's pretty comfortable in the hand. It's a chody knife. It's a little chode. It's, you know, shortish and fattish, you know. But it feels pretty good in the hand. You can't choke up. You have a black wash, but mostly just PVD. And you have a good spring in there. And the button works well. It drops like it's hot. I guess I didn't test the wacky wax. Locks up solid. Has this interesting pattern on it. Hydra design. There you go. It's the Hydra. They work with him quite a bit. Can't remember his name exactly, but he's done a few CMBs, I believe. Very, very cool. I like that clip. It is reversible, thank you. Blacked out, it looks better, right? On brass, it just stands out, you know? I think it looks better here. Plus, this is definitely more of a budget knife. Does this knife have a name? Yes, it does. I'm sure it has a name. This is the... I think that just says outdoors, doesn't it? I was about to say Ukas Ukas. I think I did say that, actually, when I unboxed it. I think I said it's the Uka Uka. Let me just pull it up. CMB. So, let's see. Come on. Oh, we sent you a TNB. So this is a TNB. That's what it is. The TNB Dynamite. This guy is in 14C 28N. That's a good choice for a blacked out blade like this. So I think that's smart. Yeah, it's a cool knife. I think the interesting thing for me these days is, does the knife stand out in any way in the sea of knives that we're just, you know, constantly in? And, you know, this one's tough for me. It doesn't stand out too much, you know? Like, what's the price on this thing, right? Let's find out. CMB Knives, TNB. Let's see. On their website, which I should have just went to, and I'm going to in a second. Oh, MSRP is $70. So on Amazon, this knife is $59. Okay. So for 60 bucks, I think this is a solid knife. I mean, you're talking, you know, Kaiser Laconic series. You're talking Civivi, you know, their, you know, bottom of the barrel type stuff. And I think in that category, this is fine. It's got good spring. It's got good action. It feels good in the hand. It does actually lock up. I could probably flick it. Yeah, you could flick it if you really want to. So yeah, for 59 bucks, really cool knife. CMB TNB. Man, it is a little addicting. I will say that. A good button lock flipper is the way to go, guys. Let me just say that. Button locks are annoying in some cases because you're flicking, then you gotta hit the button. Like, I might as well just get the drop like it's hot, right? With a liner lock. That's the fun part. You know, you flick it and then you get to let it drop or whatever. But if you get a good button lock, like the Malibu, that's why it was so awesome, or is. You can just flick, pop, flick, pop, flick, pop, right? Lefty, I'm better at it. Flick, pop, flick, pop. Like it's just it's a fidget toy at that point, which, let's be real, you know, 90% of what we do with knives is fidget with them. So this is really good at that. Just saying. Next one up is the Concept Knives Loki. So this is a cool one as well. Yeah, this is a sleeper, man. I don't think a lot of people know about this knife. And I think it's actually a really underrated knife. It has a great flick. It does have sort of a hot dog shaped hole, but it fires. Thumb flick is good. Now, it's really only good right-handed. Left-handed, sure, I can make it happen, Captain. Like, I can get my finger on the pivot and flick it. I can thumb flick it. If I'm an old man and I just want to slow roll a knife all the time, sure, like it's fine. But it's not the like best left-handed knife, right? See, like right now I can't flick it. There you go. It's got a nice clip on it. Sort of an interesting design on there. Hidden screw on the clip. Great action. Just, man, it's pretty classic concept in construction and everything. It does have a pretty beastly blade, so it's got thick stock and a flat grind, not the tallest blade. So it is a bit of a chunk, but, you know, if you needed something that could do a little bit hard work, you know, I don't think it's, some people were saying it reminded them of the Rosie. I don't know if it's reminds me of the Rosie at all, but I think for the price point on this thing, which is probably like 159 bucks or something from Concept, this is really an excellent buy. The ergonomics are phenomenal on this knife. So I would highly recommend you check this out if, you know, you're lurking and you're just like trying to find something different or whatever. I think the Loki is a really, really good option for you guys. So check out the Loki. Again, link below from Concept. Has kind of a coffin-y sort of handle too. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I love the Loki from Concept. Last one up is, oh no, there's actually two more. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to do a dedicated video on that last one. The last one up is the Hyperactive from Wii, which got some mixed comments on my short where I did the whole puke ano thing that I like to do. Some people don't realize that's a running joke. I don't care if you love puke ano and want to buy this knife and it's your favorite. That's fine. I just don't like what it looks like, so I call it puke ano. I make barf sounds, and it's just funny. I mean, it's funny to me. It's not like, I don't know. I had this one guy, like, he leaves this comment about, like, these YouTubers, man, they think they know everything and they're experts. I'm like, dude, I never said I was an expert at whatever. I just said this looks like shit to me. That's all. It's my opinion. You don't have to feel the same way. And I say this all the time. I'm glad you guys like this stuff. Someone's buying it. That's cool, right? I'm not going to buy this knife anyway, just because of the size and the shape and the dual grind and all that shit. It's just not for me. But that doesn't mean that I can't sit here and tell you what I think, that looks like puke to me. The rest of the knife is nice. I think it's well built. It looks good. You know, if this was a solid grind, I'd like it a lot more, personally. It'd be cool if it had a fuller or something. But as is, I mean, it flips really well. It operates really well. It locks up well. It has good action. Yeah, if I had, like, large hands and I was a flipper-only guy, I think this would be an excellent option, you know. Then again, it's probably like 400 bucks. I think I looked it up in the unboxing. But it is cool. It does have a reversible clip. Shout out to Wii. It's one little screw hole. Is that really bothering anybody? I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's cool. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that. So that's the Wii Hyperactive, the Kaiser Sheepdog in brass, the Concept Loki, the Tuya Voodoo, the Kaiser Sub3 OBK. We have the CMB TNB, and the last one, probably my favorite out of the bunch, is the VTI Nightshade. Man, it is so hard to not fidget with this knife constantly. Like that flipper tab, man. If that detent was just slightly stronger, it would be game over. I mean, it's already excellent. I mean, that reverse flick is so good. And the flipper's fine. But if it was stronger, I'd probably be like doing fucking backflips over here. Really, really good knife. So that's the Nightshade. So links down below. Appreciate you guys. Which one's your favorite? I'm going to go with the Nightshade here out of the group, I think, for me. Yeah, I just love it. And unfortunately, it has to be this version. I wish they had one with, like, just black micarta, or black G10 or micarta, just not brass and shit. But it would be this one, and then I'd just dye it or something, you know what I mean? Maybe I will do that. But yeah, very, very cool. And it's an LMAX. That's pretty sick. 135. Hell yeah, dude. So it'd probably be that one. And then if I was right-handed, the Loki would be right there. Even with that, it's probably my second favorite out of the group. I think the Voodoo's super unique from Tuya. Just wild action on this thing. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll catch you later. Peace.